Alright guys, this is today's recap. So today is Wednesday, April 20th. You can see that I made $893. Traded a total of 65,000 shares, and those are the three ticker symbols that I traded today. So I'll go over those trades. Like always, you can watch me trade live on tradecaster.com. I don't charge anything, it's completely free. You can chat with my team there as we're all trading together, and you can watch me see my screen and my scanners and all that stuff. So first trade that well, actually, it wasn't the first trade, but first trade that I'm going to go over is LLAP. So I actually made $238. You can see it on the top right. But I did not trade any of the big moves on this stock. So you can see we have a wick there and a wick there that I've marked with two red line resistances. And every time we got a break of that, we got a big squeeze. So you got a break here and you got a good move. You got a break there and you got a good move. I actually didn't get any of those moves at all. My only trade on this stock was this red candle here. As you got a big move up, you get a micro pullback, and I entered on that pullback around there, on that red candle, sorry, around there, and took half as it was coming up. I believe I took half again, and then the remaining I probably just stopped out. Probably just above break even. So that was my one and only trade on this ticker. I did see this move in front of me, but I mean, after this candle happened, this was too big of a move for me to enter a micro pullback, so I was scared and basically left it alone. The other ticker symbol that I traded was ALVR, so here it is. This one I made $638. You can see at the top right. I hate when this Thinkorswim does this stuff where I can't zoom. There we go. Alright, so I took two trades on this one. So one is the one that's already highlighted. I have the same resistance there from previous. So you have wicks, but you also have a body resistance there. When this candle right here was closing, was dipping below it, so this little wick here, I mentioned that if it closes above that line, we can get a next move up. So as that candle was closing higher, buy orders were coming in, so I got in on this candle. I thought this red candle would come up and touch this and at least break it, so it'd take half on the way up. It actually didn't, but at least I got to take out half up here somewhere, so I bought in there, I sold there, and then once again stopped at a probably break even. So that was one trade, and then my second trade was very similar to the one on LLAP, where you got a big move and then you get the micro pullback real quick. And this one was actually even better because I got in somewhere in there, took half, and stopped out probably. But this is a micro pullback into a support level now, so that would have been a good entry because you can kind of see where the support would be. The last stock I traded, I ended up green on $16. I know it's not much, but I actually started green on this ticker, and then I went red on this ticker, and then I made enough to get back to green and left it alone. So my first trade was right here. I bought in this pullback, and I actually stopped out down there. So I lost money on that trade, and then same thing, you get a break of highs, you try to get a micro pullback. I got in somewhere around there and got out in time. Didn't get a continuation as much, but I did get that move. And then let me see why I was okay, so let me tell you why I was going on this trade and chasing that one. So you have a pre-market resistance up here of it was 228. Yep, 228. And when you got that breakout of this resistance here of market open, I thought this next candle was going to squeeze straight through 228 and 230, 235, something like that. So that's why I chased that one. I didn't let it pull back as much, but I chased it. I took out half right away, and you always want to take profits early rather than later, because in this case, I took out profit and I was green on that trade even though it played against me. I actually tried it again. Okay, so that was, okay, yes, so that was, actually, I went losing trade and then a little bit of money, and then I took one last trade through here. I actually got fully out of this because this was right at 940-ish, 945, which is usually when I get off and stop trading. So I got out full of this trade around that level, and I actually missed all of that. So this stock ended up making a bigger move later in the day that I completely left alone. So $16 on this stock, and that's it. So those were all my trades today, guys. If you want to watch me trade live, like I say, it's free completely. You don't have to pay anything. Go ahead and check me out on Tradecaster, Juan Trades. You'll find me there. I'll post my Discord link in the bio down below. I always send my link in the morning, so you can just click that and go straight through Tradecaster. And besides that, if you keep liking these recap videos, go make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks.